Greetings and welcome everyone. My name is Eric Smith and I'm with Spiritual Care, one of the chaplains with PeaceHealth Hospice. Thank you for being here this evening. This holiday season will be the first for many of us of the loss of our loved one. For many, this lingering COVID-19 pandemic has prevented us from the closure we needed, limiting our visits, for many, memorial services that were postponed or canceled. Maybe tonight will help bring some much needed closure. With this loss comes grief, which can be felt and expressed in many ways. It can be most difficult in the first days, weeks, and months following this loss. Though surprising and uncomfortable, it is common to be suddenly overcome by a wave of grief triggered by a special occasion, holiday, or anniversary. In the next 30 minutes or so, we'll offer prayers as well as some words of encouragement. We'll have a time for quiet reflection, some music, and a sharing of memories. We all share the common bond of loss here today. Of any place you can go, this group will understand and support you in your grief today as we remember the beautiful lives of our loved ones. Let us pray. Compassionate and loving God, you brought our loved ones into our life through your immeasurable love and have called them home again to that love of yours which never ends. We come to you in pain and sadness, but also with hope. Help us to believe that your love is greater and far more seeing than our own. Help us to find strength through your Spirit and peace through your compassion. May our memories bring us comfort and may our loneliness be eased. Amen.
Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Tiny seeds. There's something miraculous about them. Put them in some fertile ground, sun and rain, and voila, the seeds take root and grow. All those amazing flowers and veggies and more. And what about the delicious fruit from those fruit trees? Perhaps you've ventured during the fall season to the apple tree farms down the Columbia Gorge past Hood River. The Fruit Loop with dozens of farms and all types of apples, apple butter, dried apples, apple cider, apple pie. Okay, I'll stop. And so much more. What an experience. All from tiny little seeds. There are other kinds of seeds, as you know. Seeds of love that grow and grow over time through friendship and courtship and marriage. Children that come from seeds, and puppies and kittens and tulips and, well, just about everything, including seeds of hope and healing and peace. Back to the garden. Every year we get a new, fresh start as we plan what kind of growth we'd like to see. Lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes. And that is also true about our lives, isn't it? And growth often comes through tiny baby steps, don't they? Inch by inch and row by row, says the garden song. In that song, you will hear the words later on. Someone bless these seeds I sow. I think everything we do tonight is just that. To bless whatever seeds that have been sown and have taken root in our hearts and will continue to grow. Friends, we are your ranch hands, and we are committed to your success of doing whatever we can to support you. If there is anything I feel when I put fresh seeds in my lawn or my garden or in my heart, it is hope. Hope that something will happen. Something new will sprout, show signs of life, and will multiply. Emily Dickinson said it so well in her poem, "Hope is the thing with feathers." She says, hope is the thing with feathers that perches the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity. It asks a crumb of me. To Emily Dickinson, hope is a metaphorically transformed somehow into a strong-willed bird that lives within the human soul and sings its song no matter what. Yes, hope requires so little of us, except to just keep on hoping and keep planting seeds of hope. So let's talk about hope. Hope, H-O-P-E. And should ever you feel low on hope, I will carry hope for you. And I hope you would do the same for me. Well, let's look at those 4 letters of the word hope. H stands for the word honor, as we seek to honor our loved ones. How would you and your family like to honor and remember your loved one? Being here tonight is certainly one way, and there are countless other ways. Many will choose to light a special candle on their loved one's birthday, or an anniversary, or a holiday, to plant a tree, to frame a special photograph, cherish a keepsake of their favorite hobby, or spend a day at their loved one's favorite charity or organization in their honor. And that's just a few ideas. Your loved one is gone from this earth, but their spirit still lives on with you and your family. So decide how they will be honored. It could be as simple as mentioning their name in conversation. One woman has written, "I wish I could tell everyone who has lost a loved one how important it is to let themselves and their family remember. Forget if you can the sickness or tragedy that took them, but give them a place in your life. My family," she says, "speaks very naturally of their father and their sister. We remember the fun, the love, and the closeness. We have memories to cherish, and we shouldn't cheat ourselves by not doing that." I don't mean that we should constantly talk about them, but when something we're doing reminds us of something good that happened when we were still a whole family, we don't hesitate to say so. Using their name as we talk about them, we honor our loved ones. The second word in our acrostic, hope, is the letter O, for own your own feelings. Own your feelings. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be sad. It is okay to be mad. It is okay to be happy. It is okay to laugh. It is okay to cry. It's interesting how when our tears begin to flow, we have a tendency to apologize to those around us, as if we're doing something wrong, doing something maybe we weren't supposed to do. May I encourage us that that is perfectly okay. It's part of the process. Let us own our own feelings and not run from them. Washington Irving writes, "There is sacredness in tears. They are not marks of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. They are messengers of overwhelming grief, of deep contrition, and of unspeakable love." In ancient scripture, the book of Psalms seems to include and validate just about every possible human emotion. In one psalm, Psalm 56, King David writes concerning his God, "You have taken account of my wanderings. Put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book?" The psalmist recognized that every tear that fell from his eyes, whether publicly or privately, did not go unnoticed. God saw each one. Each one was important to God. Each one had significance and mattered so much that God kept an account of those tears. Notice that the psalmist was not condemned or scolded for having such raw emotion. The Apostle Paul in the New Testament scriptures encourages his readers to rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep. There is no judgment placed on such feelings. It is okay to feel. Own your emotions. The letter P is the third letter. The word hope stands for plan. Plan ahead. Your life is changed forever. Things will not be the way that they have been. They will be different. There will be change. But this change does not need to take you by surprise and have its way with you. You can be proactive and intentional, especially during this time of remembrance. You can decide what you and your family need or don't need, and no one else can make that decision for you. Perhaps it may mean being more selective when accepting party invitations or gatherings. It may mean transforming old traditions into new ones. It may mean avoiding stressful situations. This is your grief journey, and you can decide to plan ahead for what you need. There is so much wisdom in the phrase, "Take it a day at a time," or to pray for our daily bread. Viktor Frankl survived even the worst of times in the Holocaust by finding meaning and purpose daily. And that is no different for you and for me. Today, we say, "I'm going to do such and such, and that will be meaningful to me. Today, I want to help my friend in this way or that way." Today. And then finally, E, express your grief. It means releasing your emotions, to find a release by giving an expression to your grief. It's a matter of law that anything under pressure, always seeks a means of relief or release. What are ways that would help you give expression to your grief? Again, only you can answer that question for yourself. Some people are artistic and use art to express their feelings in color and texture of the art. Others can sing songs that express the deep pain or joy in their souls. Others are physically oriented and need to run or work out to deal with the pent-up emotions of grief. Or maybe lots of hugs or hands to hold can help to release the tears inside. What would be meaningful and helpful to you? Perhaps talking with a trusted friend is what you need. For those of faith, prayer, meditation, sacred readings could bring great meaning and expression. William Shakespeare said this, "Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the o'er-fraught heart and bids it break." And so we hope. Honor our loved ones. Own our feelings. Plan ahead and express your grief. Or in the words of the prophet Isaiah, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Friends, please know this, that you are not alone. We are here for each other. Hope in the face of every challenge, whatever the level of anxiety we feel. You know, one piece of hope and help comes from scientists and Zen monks. 3 magic words that can help us to experience calm. They say we can say either let it go or let it be. And there's some deliberation and debate about this. What is better, let it go or let it be? Which is the better mantra for calming the mind and heart and soul? Would it be Queen Elsa and her go-to line in Disney's film Frozen, "Let it go"? Is that one the one that's going to win? Or would it be John Lennon and the Beatles and their own words of wisdom, "Let it be"? You know, either saying can be helpful. But for now, we're going to side with John Lennon because it's a song that Paul McCartney wrote in the grieving of his mother, Mary. Let it be.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. One more time. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Good evening. My name is Colleen Story, and I'm the Holistic Care Supervisor for PeaceHealth Hospice.
And I'm LaDonna Bullion. I am one of the bereavement counselors on staff for PeaceHealth Hospice and Hope Bereavement Services.
It is time in our service to remember those we have lost. We invite you to participate in this beautiful and meaningful event from the comfort of your homes.
Often, others are afraid to say the name of our loved one due to worrying they may upset us. What people do not understand is we need to hear the name of our loved one spoken aloud. It helps us to remain connected. It helps us to know they were important in our lives and still are.
We will be reading off the names and a short bio for everyone in our presentation. When we have completed reading the bio, we invite all of you to read the name of the individual aloud. Together we will say, Bob, we remember you, or Lois, we remember you. This simple ritual connects us to our loved one and to each other as we attend this evening's event. It helps us to know that we are not alone. There are others in our community who are also feeling the loss of a loved one. The ringing of the chime will indicate we are moving on to the next family member. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy this presentation.
Clayton Sandy Sandstrom.
And together we say, Clayton, we remember you.
Clinton Daniel Kilbrew. This wonderful man, my Dan, gave me the best years of my life.
Clinton, we remember you.
Cody Taylor. Cody brought color into the world around him, whether it was with his colored hair and nails, or his bright smile and laugh, or creative drawing and writing skills. He was brilliant and passionate and is desperately missed by all of the lives he touched around him. He was always learning, teaching, and sharing. He was artistic to the bone, funny and eloquent with his words and opinions. He always had something to share except his pain. He would never think to burden those around him with his heart's grief. He kept that in his soul and was tormented all throughout life with pain he couldn't let go. We miss you, Cody, and thank you for sharing your love with us.
And together we say, Cody, we remember you.
Dan Bailey. He loved his family and loved coaching baseball.
Dan, we remember you.
Daryl Alder. A strong man of integrity, service, and love of family, community, and country. We will always love you and miss you, Dad.
Daryl, we remember you. David A. Smith, beloved brother, son, and father. Together we say, David, we remember you. David and Anita Torpe. Dad joined Mom in heaven on January 22nd, 2022. Both left a legacy of love with our family and friends. They are surely missed, but we have so many wonderful memories as well as acts of kindness to pass along to others. That would have been their wish. And together we say, David and Anita, we remember you. Dick Osterberg. Dick, we remember you. Donna Crawley. Donna was a native of San Francisco and a descendant of noted 18th century German writer and philosopher Friedrich Schiller. Schiller was her maiden name. She was active in the Portland area accounting community. Donna was a loving, passionate, and compassionate woman of beauty, intelligence, and elegance. She was taken from us due to adrenal cancer and CIPD at the age of 63. I am blessed, honored, and privileged to have been her husband for 34 years. She died in hospice care on the 2nd of August. And together we say, Donna, we remember you. Douglas W. Terry. Douglas, we remember you.
Gary Sandstrom.
And together we say, Gary, we remember you.
Gordon Ryder. You were my best friend, my mentor, my confidant, my therapist, my music buddy and entertainer, and my cheerleader. There won't ever be a day that goes by that I won't think of you and shed a tear. To quote the lyrics in one of our favorite songs that you played so beautifully, in the wee small hours, that's the one time I miss you most of all. Your loving wife of 41 years.
Gordon, we remember you.
H. David Jones. David was dearly loved and a gifted musician, teacher, and preacher. He was a loving, kind husband and so much fun to be around. David loved Jesus and was committed to living his life sharing Jesus' love and encouraging others. I miss him.
Together we say, David,
David,
we remember you.
Helen Gaforis, beloved mom and Yaya, the heart of our family and the glue that kept us all together. She will forever be in our hearts. The holidays will never be the same without her. We love and miss you so much, Mom.
And together we say, Helen, we remember you.
Helen Strickland Emery, we love and miss you.
Helen, we remember you. Ignacio Palomo, loved and missed dearly, forever in our hearts. Ignacio, we remember you. James, Jimmy Michael Dietrich. Jimmy was my only son. I took this picture of Jimmy at the lookout atop Diamond Head. I miss you, my son. It's not supposed to be this way. It doesn't seem fair. See you on the other side. Jimmy, we remember you. Jeffrey Allen White. Jeff was a kind and loving family man who took care of many young men. He did everything he could to give everyone a better future than the one he had. While we all grieved, he still wanted to remind us that we were all loved and that there is still beauty in the rain. Jeffrey, we remember you. Jimmy A. Phillips. You always wanted a live Christmas tree, so we got one. Jimmy, I miss you. Our life together was short. Your struggles were hidden. I'm left with unanswered questions, but I am blessed with the love you showed me. I will see you on the other side. We did the best we could with what we knew. Jimmy, we remember you. Joseph T. Spanbauer. Joseph, we remember you.
Kimberly K. Barkowski. Favorite time of the year was Christmas and her birthday. Peace be with you.
And together we say, Kimberly, we remember you.
Leo Raymond Newcomb Jr., loving husband, father, grandfather, and friend to many. There's one more star in the sky tonight.
Leo, we remember you.
Linda and Robert Greger. Linda Greger was strong in her faith and love for Jesus and her family. She was a cherished wife, daughter, mother, grandmother, aunt, and sister. She had an unforgettable laugh and touched many lives. Robert loved to play the piano and cook. He touched the hearts of many at his stay at Rahicki House. They will forever be in our hearts and loved and missed immensely.
And together we say, Linda and Robert, we remember you.
Lorraine Sandstrom.
Lorraine, we remember you.
Madeline K. Griffin. Madeline valiantly battled brain cancer for 18 months before going home to heaven. Maddie loved classical music. She played the piano and violin.
Madeline, we remember you. Madeline L. Sami. Start each day with a smile, and you'll be surprised at how far it will go. Others will see it and start smiling too, and pass it on to the other people they meet. Before you know it, the whole world will be smiling. Madeline, we remember you. Marshall Ivy. Born on a cold, crisp, sunny winter morning, Marshall brought so much warmth and happiness to our lives. His humor was subtle and hilarious. He was such a strong presence in personality, yet calm and easygoing. Always a good listener, very insightful and humble. Always a friend, Marshall loved people and they loved him. He was a voracious reader, loved sports, music, and hiking the local trails. He embraced a strong work ethic as an academic scholar in the areas of business and law. I was so blessed to be his mom. And together we say, Marshall, we remember you. Michael McQueen. Mike was loved dearly and is missed so much by his friends and family. Rest in peace, dear Michael. Michael, we remember you. Michael Scott Horton. My loving husband Mike, who sailed and worked all around the world, was always happiest when he could be at home with his family. His life was filled with adventures, a lot of hard work and sacrifices, and always his commitment to family. So sadly missed every day. May he rest forever peacefully. And together we say, Michael, we remember you. Nancy Earl Engelman. Our beautiful mother, Nancy Earl Engelman, passed on 11/13/2021, 2 days after her 91st birthday. She was an American Airlines stewardess in the 1950s, and she met our dad on one of her flights. Thank God for that chance meeting, for the beautiful life they gave us, and for the PeaceHealth Hospice caregivers/angels who shepherd Mom from this world to the next. With gratitude, Catherine, Eric, and Mark Engelman. Together we say, Nancy, we remember you.
Patrick Leach. Pat Leach was my partner and best friend for 15 years before he passed away from brain cancer last July. He was an artist and a poet who loved the outdoors. I will miss kayaking with him near Beacon Rock and our trips to Rockaway Beach and Hawaii.
Together we say, Patrick, we remember you.
Paul Kreider. Paul was super smart, successful, and extremely talented musician, genuine and compassionate, caring, supportive, funny, athletic, and all-around amazing guy. He loved his 2 kids, 2 grandchildren, and his family of origin. Paul grew up in Vermont, went to college, got his master's degree, and excelled in tech industry. He learned to play the flute in the 4th grade and continued to play as an adult. He said when he played, he felt like it was an out-of-body experience, like becoming one with music. He taught himself how to play the sax when he was in his mid-50s. He loved the ability to play either flute or sax, depending on the song. He created 4 CDs with 3 different groups and loved to go to music jams wherever he was living. Paul had a sense of adventure that matched his wife's. He was energetic, loved trying new things. Paul was a go-getter. If he could envision it, he would make it happen with work and in life.
And together we say, Paul, we remember you.
Penny Alt. My beautiful sister Penny, the best big sister anyone could ever hope for. She meant the world to me. I love her so much.
Penny, we remember you.
Pete Slimpa Jr. Pete was a plank owner and member of the SEAL Team 1, known as the SEAL with 9 lives. He fought long and hard and is finally at peace. We love you, Daddy. It's been such a long year without you.
And together we say, Pete, we remember you.
Ralph Boovey. Ralph was a loving father, husband, grandparent, and neighbor. Loved Jesus and sang his songs, his beautiful bass voice, God's praises throughout life. Enjoyed horses, working on his blueberry farm, and working at Alcoa for 36 years. ACPC for 10 years. He is greatly missed.
Together we say, Ralph, we remember you. Russell Osment. Russ was beloved by his family, community, and fellow church members. He was dedicated to his family, was passionate about his dairy cattle, and was a servant of the Lord. And together we say, Russell, we remember you. Stephanie Lee Chin. Say I love you. Make amends with whoever you're fighting with, even if it's to disagree. Don't waste time on stuff that doesn't matter. Life is really too short, unexpected, and constantly changing. Stephanie, we remember you. Tara Lundy. Tara Lundy was a sister, mother, daughter, and wife. She was loved by many and is extremely missed. Tara, we remember you. Vicki Linneman. Vicki was a double lung transplant, just 17 days shy of 10 years. Vicki was a loving daughter, wife, mother, and sister. Vicki, we remember you. Wayne Andrews. To him, family and love were everything. Wayne, we remember you. Willard Wells. He was a husband, father, World War II veteran, successful businessman, and most of all, a Christian. He was a kind-hearted man with a great sense of humor that was appreciated by all. He loved his family, and he always made them a priority, and this shaped the lives of his children and grandchildren to carry on with these values. Together we say, Willard, we remember you. So this concludes the memorial portion of this evening's event. Thank you everyone for participating. May you find connection, peace, and comfort during the upcoming holiday. Chaplain Eric will now provide some closing remarks.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us tonight. Let us pray. God of mercy and compassion, through your endless love, you have given us daily gifts of comfort, peace, and hope. May our loved ones rest in the peace and glory of your presence, and may all of us be drawn closer to you in our grief. Give us the joy of our memories, the privilege of honoring our loved ones today, forevermore. Amen. Inch by inch and row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone keep them warm below till the rains come tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a place to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain and sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Inch by inch and row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone keep them warm below till the rains come tumbling down. We'll plant your rows straight and long, seasoned with a prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. The old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered friend up there. Inch by inch and row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone keep them warm below till the rains come tumbling down. Inch by inch and row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone keep them warm below as the rains come tumbling down. Sleep, my child, and peace will attend thee all through the night. Guardian angels God will send thee all through the night. Soft the drowsy hours are creeping, hill and vale in slumber sleeping. I, my loving, vigil keeping all through the night. While the moon her watch is keeping all through the night. While the weary world is sleeping all through the night. O'er the Spirit gently stealing, visions of delight revealing, breathes a pure and holy feeling all through the night. Love, to thee my thoughts are turning all through the night. All for thee my heart is yearning all through the night. Though sad fate our lives may sever, parting will not last forever. There's a hope that leaves me never all through the night. Soft the drowsy hours are creeping, hill and vale in slumber sleeping. I, my loving, vigil keeping all through the night. jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. A peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the quiet village, the lion sleeps tonight. A Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight.